Sergey disappeared. Okay, guys. So, as I mentioned, my name is Igor Folvarochnyi, and I'm very happy to be with you this time. So, we will start if you want. So, my subject is overview of artificial intelligence. Is everything okay? And sorry, I can't speak. Okay. So I'll start from the very beginning. Our subject is artificial intelligence as a tool of civic education. And it is absolutely natural, guys, that my preview or overview is about introduction to artificial intelligence and its history, development, and implications for various sectors, including civic education. So, guys, welcome to all members of civic organizations attending today's lecture. This lecture is about history of education, and we attend this lecture to receive some new information. Because in our world today, artificial intelligence is like a helpful assistant that aids us in important tasks and has an impact on many aspects of our life. This introduction is all about exploring how artificial intelligence has developed over time, from its beginning to the present day, and how it truly transforms the way we live. Now let's take a deeper dive into the topic with our research outline. This plan will serve as a roadmap to comprehensively investigate the world of artificial intelligence and its history, development, and consequences. So, my research outline consists from three parts. At the very beginning, I'll start from introduction. Then I'll describe you my methodology. After that, we will jump into the history of artificial intelligence and implications of AI to across various sectors. And at the end, we will discuss about impact on civic education and then make some conclusions. Let's jump in. So, from the very beginning, artificial intelligence is a branch of science. It's a definition. And technology concerned with creation of programs and systems that can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence, such as language understanding, learning, decision making, and problem solving. So let's start our journey into artificial intelligence with this definition and introduction to the topic of artificial intelligence. From the very beginning, I'd like to describe you some advantages or pros of artificial intelligence. It's, first of all, efficiency and productivity. Artificial's ability to handle tasks and assist with work processes significantly boosts productivity. It can handle repetitive, time-consuming tasks, allowing humans to focus on more creative and strategic aspects of their work. Also, artificial intelligence helps us with our work. It's like helper, it's like assistant people, like a smart assistant, because we all involved in some routine job every day. We always work without getting tired. And artificial intelligence can read and produce a lot of information for us very quickly, and it helps us to make decisions. So we use it to my mind, not too often, and time proved that it's changed extremely. We know ChatGPT, but it's only a part of artificial intelligence, and I will prove it during my lecture. So artificial systems operate 24 on 7 without some problems, without critical tasks, and consistently managed, making it a valuable asset for business that require continuous monitoring or processing. It's a data processing power, artificial intelligence capacity to swiftly analyze amounts of data and extract meaningful insight in a game changer for data-intensive industries. This data-driven decision making can lead to more informed choice. So artificial intelligence also saves our money. It can make things cost less for business. It helps in medicine. It helps doctor find what's wrong and discover new medicines. It can talk to customers and help them quickly. Artificial intelligence has also some disadvantages. And also, I need to describe some disadvantages which I found during my research work. So people might lose jobs. We all are worried about that. We are hearing all the time, we hear now, and we will hear tomorrow about that. So when artificial intelligence does work, people might not have jobs anymore. But should we find the position where it could be? It might be in the area of electronics in some specific way where computers and specialists in this area are involved. But actually, in some way of communication, like teacher and students, teacher and parents, and something like that, I'm not sure that artificial intelligence will be appropriate, except people, except human beings, except person. So sometimes people are referring about how we can save our job place, how to be more creative, how to make some new decisions, and they're worried that artificial intelligence is something that help them to go away from their job. But we will think about that from the point of view, from the angle that artificial intelligence is, first of all, it's our helper, assistant. So we are manage artificial intelligence, not artificial intelligence manage us. Uh, have a look on this screen and we'll see where it was very popular and where it was spread during past years. But the prognosis is that artificial intelligence would be very spread in such countries like US, China, India, Israel, and Germany. So right now, the global spreading of artificial intelligence, or AI for short, is a great trend, and we should be very careful to understand the all global trends in order to be in the context of this situation. If we want to be in the 21st century and don't lose the time not to be in a previous one, we should study, because artificial intelligence is something like that, that we need to understand some specific and how to provide it in our life. So our area of life and business around us are increasingly investing in artificial intelligence. And these trends, as was mentioned in many research papers, and indicators are growing up. As artificial intelligence or AI, its technology advances, more investments are likely expanding its reach. So we know that in 2022 was very spread ChatGPT. We used one version, but fourth version is also ready to go, Dell E2 and others. But in 2023, in this year, during till the end, we will expect some advancements like metaverse and chatbots offering real-world problem solving. Please have a look on this table. It means that across 26 countries in 2025, about 85 million jobs will be displaced. But don't worry, guys. About 97 million new jobs will be created. So all around that we will lose our job, it's uh, without any grounds, only speculations. It's false, fake news. As artificial intelligence advances, some jobs without specialized skills might be, maybe, it's some risk. Artificial intelligence is also paving the way for new job opportunities that can be learned through training. So we need to start our online course in order to provide some trainings for those who will be interested in it. So we are here. Let's jump to the methodology of my research job. Methodology consists from three parts. First of all, it was an interdisciplinary approach. So I tried to combine computer science approach, psychology, sociology, education, as well economics, ethics, and many others. It was based on empirical research, collecting and analyzing real-world data, big data analysis, surveys, observations, and other research methods. And also I used scenario modeling. So I tried to work together to combine these research methods in order to learn a lot about artificial intelligence and effects that it makes for us from many angles, from different fields like computer science, psychology, sociology, economics, ethics to work together. And it's like having a team in different people when they demonstrated their abilities and to solve some problems and to have some big puzzle. In disciplinary approach, I tried to combine different angles and different understanding of artificial intelligence. Have a look on this picture. One guy is looking and he sees 9, but another guy, he sees 6. So such in our life, we all the time, we can see and our feelings are very different because we are thinking in different way. We have different nationalities and different specifics of mindset. And for this reason, we want to know how it would can help us, how it provide our feelings to be more strong and brave and efficient. Have a look on this picture, and there is a result of some empirical analysis. This is like a big detective with data, because we can use big set of information and ask people about that. Some pros and cons are absolutely evident, but have a look on this building. It was worked with the help of artificial intelligence, and you can find information about this building, and it proved the efficiency of artificial intelligence some years ago. So, analyzing the impact of artificial intelligence, I tried to find some goals in my methodological approach to understand the consequence, how we can provide it in a life, and what will be the prognosis of development artificial intelligence during this period, the nearest 2-3 years, and how we can predict some risks, how we can develop together our strategy, and which approaches will be very valuable for this, how we can analyze these models and concepts, because we are absolutely different. Since some of us have some technical abilities and another one humanitarian. But anyway, I'm sure, and I'll encourage you anyway to practice in artificial intelligence, and you will receive a lot of funds, because this is a real satisfaction from our mindset, and we can compare the quality and speed, how it can help us and how it can assist us. So, since I'm from Ukraine, I'd like to share with you what is going on in Ukraine in this area. We have National University of Kyiv Mogyla Academy. In this university studies artificial intelligence and impact on society, economy, and other fields. They hold some conferences and workshops. National Technical University of Ukraine, KPI, is also involved in this area. This university has faculties and labs researching artificial intelligence and computer science and IT. And also the China Institute of Artificial Intelligence. This institute focuses on some research like languages. Let's jump in some historical part that is very actual and very interesting part, and I will demonstrate to you some different approaches. Guys, am I on your screen or not? Are you looking on me? Are you see me? Is okay? Everything okay? I'm here. No reaction.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, thank you.
So, history of artificial intelligence. It starts from the mid of 20th century. And what I realized that in one sources, artificial intelligence started from 1940s till 1960s. In this period, it was described this artificial intelligence term, and were created Turing tests developed. Also, McCarthy research devoted to programming language and artificial theory was described. But later was the period of euphoria and realism. So in 1960s, 1980s was a human intelligence period, and the period of development when expert systems and robotics were interested and worked all together. It was a real euphoria. To understand this period, we can also need to provide some special strategy to understand it from different angles. For instance, if we start from the early ideas back in 1960s, and this period and this time people started talking about artificial intelligence. A smart guy named Alan Turing did a cool test to see if computers can think like humans. Other smart folks like Loswood and McCarthy also did research on computer language and IT ideas. But this period, 1960s, as I mentioned, a hope and reality, or euphoria and realism, People got excited thinking that computers could be as smart as people. They made systems that acted like experts and even built robots. This helped with making decisions using smart knowledge. In simple terms, we are looking into what AI means and why it's important that we are checking out this history in these two main periods. When people first talked about AI and when they got hopeful about computers being super smart like us, like we are. The next one stage is stagnation and reversal period in 1980s and 2000 period when some problems and limitations of express systems were made unrealistic and expectations were destroyed because they had limited technologies. And in this period, in this time, the systems that were supposed to act like experts had issues and couldn't do everything they wanted. People got less interested in AI because they thought it would do more than it actually could with the technology. Coming back strong with the deep learning started in 2000 to 2010. It's a period when expecting data access and machine learning started and got better. And we could use more data, guys, because something called deep learning got popular and made artificial better. This gave artificial intelligence a fresh start and made it develop faster. In short, artificial intelligence had a tough time in the 90s, starting from 80s because the smart system didn't work perfectly. But later, around 2000 and 2010, AI got a boost thanks to better computers and new methods like deep learning. So present and future, to my mind, started from the end of 20th century. And from after 2010, in different areas like medicine, finance, self-driving bicycles, and mainstream discussions were started about ethical aspects and social aspects in artificial intelligence area. And people are also talking about how artificial intelligence affects society, what's right and what's wrong, it's keep growing. I will demonstrate you another approach, how people and researchers divide this historical period. They stopped it, you see, look at it on the screen in 2080. But actually, we know ChatGPT stopped in 2021. So I suppose that this approach is not available for us. But anyway, I'd like to describe you in order to compare different approach. In this approach, we see that also artificial intelligence started from 1950s and some periods more concretely were mentioned during this time. So the difference is about 10 years between periods from the early period, 5 years from 1950s till 1955, then 6, then 3, then 2, and after that, have a look, please, 1966 and 1997, about 30 years and even more. It was the period when it started to develop. In 1997, 1998, it was a period when it's a little bit cold. And after 2000, as was mentioned, it was the growing up this period and information was spreading and recognized by partners and learning methods were initiated in different various in order to find new ways how to struggle these challenges. So In this uh, interesting description, I'd like to share with you some facts that really understand and think deeply will help us ChatGPT that now for us is making a great progress, and we use it with writing articles, but don't doesn't we truly get things like a human, because even ChatGPT, he has made a lot of mistakes. So I'd like to share with you another approach. It's a history of artificial intelligence research approach, like boom, boom one, boom two, boom three. And the researchers, they described it like a winter period. We have a look, winter period in 1960s till 1970s, and in 1980s we see the progress, and in 1990s we see a great progress, and now we it's tend to be more high and intensive. So guys, starting out from 1950s till this period, 1960s from the very beginning, people first started thinking about making machines that could think like humans. The same position is everywhere in every research papers, because every authors mentioned that they had a big meetings in 1956 called the Dartmouth Summer Institute, where they wanted to create machines that could be as smart as people. They came up with important ideas like using logics and symbols to make computers smart. Nowadays, we have positive trends in 2023. And have a look at what we see. We can see that artificial intelligence has the potential to reshape society, including civic education as well as citizen engagement. And now I'd like to be more concretely, because citizen education and civic education is essential for us, because it's a part of our active participation in democracy process, but traditional methods might not engage these teach savvy citizens. So artificial intelligence can revolutionize civic education by offering personalized learning experiences based on individual interests. Another approach uh, described the beginning and theoretical basis of artificial intelligence in 1950s and the 1960s. And a lot of surnames were around this. You can find such names like scientists like Alan Turing again, and John McCarthy and Merlin Minsky. They actively investigated where machines could think and how they think intelligence. For instance, John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence. And getting started from this period, smart guys like Alan Turing and John McCarthy started building the base for artificial intelligence. So, guys, there is absolutely truth that this period many scientists mentioned as a start of the at the beginning this conception artificial intelligence. So after that, another researcher, they mentioned that autumn period of artificial intelligence, or it's sometimes called like winter, it's fall on the period 1970s, 1980s. And during this period, interest due to technical limitations was unrealistic, because were destroyed a lot of expectations. It showed how technology and art could come together. Revival period started and developed in 1980s, 1990s. Due to this period, artificial ideas become popular because were developed some smart systems People liked using something called expert systems. These were like computer programs that could make decisions like specialists. We are here near our period, but wait, guys, uh, 2010 and 2020 is a period of deep learning and advanced opportunities for AI because big technology companies made some startups have been actively using artificial intelligence. And in this period, people found cool ways to use deep learning. This helped with tough things like understanding images and human languages. From these periods till now, since 2020, artificial intelligence well spread in medicine to make some diagnosis, treatment, autonomous driving, finance, forecasting in some technology process. It's a great assistant, voice assistant for everyone when we use it regularly in our life. So since 2020s, artificial intelligence is really important in areas like medicine and money and technical progress because a lot of big challenges happened from this period and we solved a lot of problems like questions about what's right and job changes. Smart people are still researching things like how to make computers learn better. Right now, in 2023, artificial intelligence impact in various industries on our life, such as education sector, healthcare industry, financial sector, entertainment and media, transportations and logistics, retail and commerce, manufacturing and industrial automation, agriculture and farming, energy and utilities, human resource and recruitment. So in this area, if we want, we can find a lot of ways how it was provided. For instance, in education area, AI personalized learning provides instant support through chatbots and streamlined assessment. Healthcare industry, a lot of aids in diagnostic, drug discovery, and patient care, assistant surgeons offering personalized healthcare and monitoring patients remotely. So financial sectors is also very important. AI automates tasks, predicts investments, enhance customer supports. Now we have a look, we can see some challenges and issues that impact on the area of education. Artificial intelligence make things work better and easy in our daily lives, but we need to think about what's right, how people feel, how they say things, and how they can use it. In which area artificial intelligence more effective? We can look and what we can say. In education, higher education and training area, it's well spread. It's information of the previous year, 2022. Right now, the impact of artificial intelligence is well known in the area of education and learning. And in education, raises privacy concerns due to data collection, and it may appropriate basis if not carefully designed. Teachers also used this technology and students, and we should be ready to avoid because something that's too much is not every time too good. So we should combine and to find some special methodology how to avoid deep learning only with the tool of artificial intelligence because human beings and our intuition, our creativity, it's the thing, it's the matter thing that we have, and there is a difference between us and animals, and we can save it. It's our technology which based on our programs, on our values, our human beings theory and methods which we use all the time. So we have a lot of challenges right now, and we are understand that we are able to lose some jobs place, and as was mentioned, it was some trends to unemployment. But anyway, as you remember, the more important and interesting place will be created in the nearest future till 2025. So which challenges and issues more important to my mind? This impact on human lives, economy, it's a combination of economics, combination of different challenges, and what we see. Have a look. Artificial intelligence can add about 15.7 trillion to the world economy by 2030. So the effect is evident, absolutely. So complex approach might lead to loss of human control and consequences. But anyway, AI struggles with creativity and human relationships. And who will win? Time will show. Now I'm jumping to the third part of my lecture. It's about impact artificial intelligence on civic education. Artificial intelligence in civic education can enhance personalized learning and accessibility while potentially raising concerns about data privacy and algorithms bias. It can help students develop critical thinking, and guys, it's very important because some of us are thinking that we will avoid our critical thinking, but artificial intelligence, it helps us to develop it because we can compare our basis, our ground, and it stimulates us. It's like impetus for us to develop ourselves. You know that education based on the theory of self-education, and nowadays the theory of combined approach between students and teacher, lectures and students, interactions are most important than individual approach. We are in the life where all communicating and we are interdependent from each other. So artificial intelligence can help students develop critical thinking, but may also limit their exposure to diverse viewpoints. So the use of artificial intelligence in civic education can improve resource allocations and reduce administrative influence. I'd like to share my vision about personalization. So I'm sure that personalized learning, customized education for individuals, and accessibility ensures equal access for all. So some positive trends to my mind in the area of civic education and the impact of artificial intelligence is in individualization work of the students. As you can see, we are using combination of approach. Different approach will help us to understand some systematical system approach to understand some specific way how we can provide and understand some specific in artificial intelligence. This system approach impact on civic education examines that interconnected elements and feedback with the education ecosystem and understand how artificial intelligence affects teaching, learning, policies, and society. So we have a new trends of artificial intelligence, a system approach to AI in civic education that considers the interplay of AI, like technology, teaching, methods, policies, and societal implications to understand its comprehensive impact. And if we say about impact, it's increasingly productivity. It's a resource of our efficiency. We have a real integration. We have to provide some new approaches to develop our values, to understand is it right or not our choice. And at the end, we can compare our decisions, our results, our efficiency with the efficiency of AI. And sometimes, guys, we understand that it's thinking more effectively. So we need to provide a new concept for develop ourselves, and artificial intelligence will help us in it because it's our helper. So this impact I describe from a comprehensive approach to use artificial intelligence in public. And to my mind, it includes, first of all, personalized learning, adapting education to individual students' needs, data analytic problem, utilizing AI for data collection and analysis to inform decision making, and many other aspects, moral principles, honesty, rights, which are well known in the theory of civic education and citizenship education. So this is impact, first of all, for civic education organizations. Outreach, because AIDS target outreach and social media analysis. It's very important for volunteers because efficient volunteers marching during crisis. It's also helpful for fundraising, for donors targeting and personalized campaigns. It's also effective for policy, data-driven policy and advocacy. So we are now uh, in the period when we have a look some positive trends which are going on and were spreading around the world. And now I want to share with you some positive examples how NGOs in the world provided in their civic organizations artificial intelligence methods. For instance, American Red Cross in the USA during natural disasters, the American Red Cross uses special computers program that learn from data. This helps them look at lots of information fast so they can help people quickly and coordinate their efforts better. So it was used for data analysis. The American Red Cross employees advances AI algorithm to process amounts of data. Another area, another country which has a lot of effects and uh, has a great result is India. And such organization like Folvarochnyi in India, this is a group called Folvarochnyi, uses artificial intelligence to help with health problems. They use it to find illnesses early and make special plans for each person's treatment. It's based in India, and the power artificial intelligence in this area absolutely evident. In Sweden, the group uses artificial intelligence called Human Rights Watch. This group that uses computers with AI to check if people's rights are being treated fairly in different countries. It helps quickly and with proof. This helps them quickly find and fix problems, and they can show proof that things are happening. In Kenya, well-known group using artificial Ushahidi deployees. This group that uses a special computer system for two things: collective data and watching bad situation. They use it to gather information and show it in pictures to keep an eye on really bad situations. AI helps respond fast. The computer also reads social media and messages quickly. Alibaba is very well known organization and Forest, Alibaba and France and China. A big company worked with groups in China to make an artificial intelligence called Ant Forest. AI for green stuff, they use special computer smarts to see how much people help the environment. And they help in civic groups. These examples show how smart computers help groups in different countries to their works to do it much better than it was previously. So I'd like to have some conclusions which were made based on the previous research work. And to my mind, a lot of educational resources for artificial intelligence enthusiasts right now are open for those who wants to study more deeply this subject. It's open courses in many countries. There are many special ways to develop yourself in machine learning courses, in data science courses, in deep learning courses, and whatever. So I'd like to welcome you to self-education program. I encourage you to explore artificial intelligence through the special bibliography, literature, and monographs that I tried to find for you. These scientific sources can contribute and develop your interest. Interdisciplinary approach described in Eric Brian Jolson and Andrew McCarthy. They wrote a book, The Second Machine Age. They talk about how technology like AI is changing the economy and society. An empirical study, a person named Michael Kaczynski did a study. He used data from social network to guess think about people's personalities and behavior using math and data analysis. The scenario modeling, another person, Stuart Russell, he wrote a book called Human Compatibility. In it, he imagines different ways humans and AI could work together. Ethical analysis was described. Someone named Nick Bostrom wrote a book called The Ways of Superintelligence, Dangers and Strategies. He thinks about the big ideas and ethics of making really smart artificial intelligence that could be better than humans. These people have written books about artificial intelligence and they explore different ideas, use data, different methods, and imagine future situations and think about what's right and wrong in this area. So, also, I'd like to propose you to use some resources like scholarly articles, some stakeholders approach. In the world well-known journal Artificial Intelligence Research, also, you can use information about international thought leaders and research, which was made in 2023 reports. It's a huge report which will help us to understand consequences and the last trends in the area of artificial intelligence and predicting risk. Because in this research paper, these methods help us to anticipate problems with AI. International thought leaders described with the help of team in Stanford University in 2023 AI index. And what is interesting that it was mentioned that in previous year it in 25 countries, it was very spread. And now the prognosis that till the end of this year, 2023, in 127 countries, it will be spread. So this project studies how artificial intelligence is changing and growing. And experts from Stanford Institute for Human-Centered Artificial Intelligence run it. They gather and they show data about artificial intelligence. So we are now preparing for an artificial intelligence influence future. And various aspects, a lot of in society, policy makings, they understand the efficiency and the influence of artificial intelligence on civic education, and they prepare individuals for the challenges and opportunities presented by an artificial intelligence influenced future. So, guys, let me jump to the end and make a short conclusions. Artificial intelligence has the power to change industries, to change our mind, but we need to be ready and to be very careful and to watch some risk which will happen and be brave is the main idea. Artificial intelligence can save our money and make things work better, but we have to be ready for that. We should study this deeply to understand some specifics, some methods and methodics, because during last year it was growing up very quickly and it has changed this theory in different many ways, and we will be ready if we are a team and we will work together. So thank you for your attention. I will be grateful if you ask me some questions. So guys, are you here?
Yes.
Are you still here?
I have said thank you. It was very high quality and useful lecture. I think this is a good example for all other lectures. But I think it was.
Okay. And who said these nice words? Who are you?
It's
Sorry, what's
it's Ilya.
Ilya, thank you so much for your help.
Счастье.
I tried to do a lot and I changed my mind extremely many times, and the conception of the work also was changed maybe 5 times. But I enjoyed this job and I received a lot of satisfaction. And I wish a good luck for everybody who will jump in this work and receive a good result in it. Thank you, Ilya, for that. So, how long was my speech? How long it
We have one question in chat.
was? About how many minutes? Okay. How you see a real influence of artificial intelligence to teamwork during education process? Okay. It's from Vitaly to everyone. So the real influence. Okay, but what we understand about real influence? The benefits of artificial intelligence in individual work. But when we will be working together as a team, it's the next step. And now, to my mind, we are not ready for that because it's a developing process. The investigations and research work and scholars are working together. We know a lot, but not enough to make a prognosis and to make some understanding how it will be working. But we can provide it like a model when teamwork work together. I hope and I'm sure that in some months will be developed some programs how to work all together, but people need to be ready for this. So if someone not ready, it will be not efficient. So I'm ready for the next question. If someone are interested, please send me or ask me how it's possible, how it's easy for you. Okay, thank you guys. So see you next time. Ilya, how long was my speech?
1 hour.
1 hour. Oh my God. So you have a lot of works to divide it on some effective moments. Maybe not everything was perfect. So you can find the best one. I believe that you can do it easy. Okay. So since everything is okay, so bye bye, guys.
Mhm.